What do you think of the coffee?
Coffee is great. As people who work at Champalimaud, we get 2 cups of coffee every day.
2 hours later.
I'm really happy.
So let's start with something simple. What do you think of the month of October? Hi guys, welcome back to another edition of Student Diaries. As always, I'm Prannay, your host. And let's take a look at the month of October with a special guest this time. My guest, Kerem.
Hi everyone, I'm Kerem. I'm originally from Turkey. I just started my PhD at Champalimaud. Hi.
Kerem, thanks for coming here. Thanks
for having me.
Well, of course, you're my friend. Why wouldn't I? How would you grade October?
Wait, let me recap October.
I think it's a good idea. We can recap October. We started off the October with the end of PBL.
That's right.
Right? So I had my thoughts on PBL, but what are your opinions on PBL?
I don't think any of us were particularly experienced. We didn't really know what PBL meant, what the expectations were. So I think once the expectations were clear, I think we got a lot out of it and it was an enjoyable experience.
I really think that you get more fun and also that you develop some soft skills that are very important nowadays. And in science, to collaborate with others and to feel comfortable to ask questions to the others and to put some doubts, it's very important. That's what you were doing when you were in a PBL, okay? Discussing, contributing, you know.
I still remember the fact that we all had to work together and then we were like, oh wait, this is PBL. We can do this. Exactly. It's not that hard. But from then on, our trip to Porto.
Yeah.
How crazy was that?
That was so much fun. I'm so glad we did it.
It was worth it. What was your highlight about Porto?
It's a city with a lot of beautiful vantage points to view the river and the rest of the city. The garden towards the end was a lot of fun.
It was something else.
The highlight from that was how just zen it felt, because there were a lot of chickens, turkeys, peacocks going around. They were very peaceful as we walked around. That was a really unique experience.
The garden was never ending, right? It was almost like IKEA. That's how I described it even that day. It was like you finish one section, you go into another section of the garden.
And each section has its own unique charm, I think.
And some really good street music. Really.
What did you think about the food, the francesinha sandwich?
Francesinhas were fun. I actually liked it a lot. I'm so glad he brought up francesinhas because this goes to the fact that I don't hate all Portuguese food. I just don't like food which don't have taste for it. Then we got into statistics week.
Yeah.
Whether I liked it or not, I moved away from math a long time ago. Even though statistics is more to do with probability, I found it hard to dwell back in with the equation. Did you also feel like the same way, or did you feel like it was better?
I think that when we approach it from a more abstract point of view, at times we might not see how it applies to our context in neuroscience, even though it is pervasive. It was definitely a lot of content, but I understand there are also time constraints.
So oftentimes when statistics is taught in biology, it's like a recipe book. In this situation you use this test, in that situation you use that test, and when you deviate a little bit from it, you have no idea what to do. What you need to have in a PhD program is your ability to do your own research, which requires you to have a deep understanding of every single detail. So the process of derivation in this case is really to guide the students to be able to catch their own fish. I don't want to just give them fish.
I think that was a good reminder of the level we are operating in, quite frankly. But by that time, I personally felt like I slightly adjusted better because I got in a bit more time. I don't know if you felt the same way.
Which week are you talking about?
I really don't know. Correlation, APCA and stuff. Yeah. What do you think about that?
I did some online coursework, so I had some exposure to the topic, so that really helped.
Right.
I think it would have been very difficult for me if I had no idea what was happening in the class beforehand.
Some bunch of tough concepts within a short week of time. Another highlight of that week, we really have been traveling a lot, was the oceanarium. It was amazing.
So much fun. It was a really great ending to the week. I would highly suggest anyone in Lisbon to visit the oceanarium. I could just stare at the big tank for hours. It's so peaceful and just I don't know, breathtaking, honestly.
True. I agree. Like, it was one of those experiences where I genuinely did not think I'd be excited to go to an oceanarium, and I wasn't. But until I went in, and it was pretty amazing.
We should do the zoo next time.
We will, and I am. It's on my bucket list. I've been wanting to go for a while, and good you said that. Was it Diaries Symposium or was it like the Champalimaud Symposium?
I think it was the annual Champalimaud Symposium.
See, I'm very bad at names. I really don't know. Not only with the fact that some of the best scientists were there, but also the way it was organized. The production value was next level.
Yeah, we were very spoiled. We were very fortunate to have all these speakers deliver their presentations for us.
True. That the hippo ride was also part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Since for people who don't know, what is a hippo ride? Do we ride a hippopotamus?
Basically, kind of a bus ride that can also go on the water, like a hovercraft.
And we're still alive. Well, that's pretty much, I think we covered the month of October, right? Did we miss anything?
I think that was pretty much it.
That was it. That's a wrap on the month of October. And thanks to my guest, Kerem.
Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. This is Prannay signing off. Bye-bye. Did you hear from Robert?
No? What happened?
Do you know who Robert is?
I know Robert.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Bob.